Another one. I'm not going to have to do logarithms right now, but I want you to see where this is headed. We did this first or second week of class when I asked you to do inverse functions. Be able to write them down that quickly or almost that quickly, thinking through the arithmetic. Don't just memorize these numbers. You memorize the numbers for 2 to the x. That's not going to help you if I ask you to do 6 to the x. You have to know how to calculate these things, right? Okay. So anyhow, I can't do what I said here. You don't know how to do log base 2. What we do. Okay, how do you make a table for log base 2? Log base 2 is the inverse. Do the inverse, you take the table for the function and reverse the values. So you're going to put 1/4 here, 1/2 here, 1 here, 2 and 4. Over here, you're going to get -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Now, how are you going to make the graph? Well, we know what the graph of 2 to the x is. What's the graph of the inverse function? I can draw the graph of the inverse function based on the graph, because that's the first thing we did, and I showed you how to do it, and hopefully you remember. We just take the coordinates of the points here and switch the x and y values. If we do that, this is what we're going to get. So we're going to get 1/4 -2. Well, now we're going into negative numbers. You got to go down to -2. Here's going to be -1. When x is 1/4, y is -2. We get this point. When x is 1/2, y is -1. Here's 1/2. Here's -1. When x equals 1, y equals 0. That gives us this point. When x equals 2, y equals 1. You see we got this curve that's kind of leveling off. And of course, now it's convenient way we've got to go all the way out to here. There's 2, there's 4. All of this off. I still got to go up here. And I'll have a point. Now I can sketch that. And there we have the inverse function. All your logarithmic functions have graphs that look like this. Some of them are vertically stretched, some of them are vertically compressed, but they all look like this. Quick application. Solve equation 2 to the x equals 3. Well, turns out this is the same as x equals log base 2 of 3. And what's a log base 2 of 3? Any idea how to calculate it? No. Okay, you can't calculate it. Now this is where you do get to use your calculator, but we're not going to do that just now. We're going to look at what log base 2 of 3 is. So here's x equals 3. Here's the log base 2 graph. So that value that we get here is the log base 2 of 3. Looks like it's about 1.6 or 1.7. I can't decide 1.6 or 1.7. I'm just going to estimate 1.65. Okay, that's not going to be real accurate. I can show you how to use your calculator to get this. You don't have to worry about it right now. Okay, there's your solution. What would your solution to this equation be? Well, we can put this into this form. Except instead of x here, we've got 3x plus 5. 3x plus 5 is a log base 2 of 3. That's approximately 1.65. So x is what's that, negative 3.35. So x is about negative 1.1. Now you're not going to remember how to do all this, but I'm going to show you that solving an exponential equation, once you have the inverse functions, the log functions, these exponential equations, becomes very easy. So that's pretty much it. Good luck.